Let's go to the new MPAM structure.
Yeah, so it's a big, exciting time of change in the world of pharmacy here in the UK. Our regulator has changed the standards of the initial education and training of pharmacists, put big things in place. They're trying to make sure that pharmacy graduates and qualified pharmacists in the UK come out with prescribing skills. From the moment they are qualified, they are able to actually identify what's wrong with a patient and then issue an appropriate medication for them. The other thing they're trying to do is strengthen the ability for pharmacists to work in multi-professional teams, working with many different healthcare professionals and across many different areas of healthcare. Historically, pharmacists may have gone and worked in a community pharmacy environment, and therefore they may have stayed in that environment. And it's really important as well, it's just not spent in one area, go into hospital at different stages. By getting pharmacists to work in different sectors, they're going to have a much greater appreciation of the challenges and the needs of their patients to support them. So those are the key changes that are happening in the world of pharmacy education.
For new key changes, how does UEA prepare?
For these key changes, we've got to move all the skills that people historically have developed once they've qualified much earlier in the education and training pathway. And most of those skills involve going out there and working with real patients, working with real healthcare professionals in your undergraduate training experience. So what you're going to see is courses that have a lot more placements from the very start of the degree. And when you go on a placement, you'll then come back into the university environment, think about that experience, we can then develop your skills further. So there's going to be a much greater range of skills coming earlier on and a much greater focus on those diagnostic skills. So pharmacists will increasingly be taking clinical assessments, and they're going to be increasingly need, as I mentioned earlier on, to speak to a whole range of other healthcare professionals. So we need to develop those skills and that confidence in that workplace environment much earlier on in the education.
The one thing I'd like to add is some questions. Some of my students, they are worried about the fail to progress. If they are struggle with their studying, how to get support from university?
Okay, so
for some new heights, my baby there the whole time, and it feels right. You by my side, a modern body and Clyde. I need my partner in crime, yeah. Sometimes you can't even see what's right in front of you. Life gets the best of me, I don't know what to do. Miles still ahead of me, and I don't have a clue right now. But we can take this ride wherever. Right on.